Hey Cam, here we go. YouTube, Instagram, don't give a damn. Let's get this going. Okay. Stop and close the source. Activate source. Sign in if required. Confirm that the chat is visible. Come on. Okay, yeah, we got Instagram in the chat. What's up? How's it going, everybody? Howdy, howdy. What's up, y'all? Okay, we're working, we're scanning 500T. And you get a black and white preview. So enjoy that. This is a roll that I ran through my Olympus OM1N. I was originally going to do like the OM Systems OM3 versus the Olympus OM1N, but how can you even compare? It's not apples to apples, so they just look the same, from first glance. How's it going? Oh, Tony's in the house. How's it going, Tone? Everybody, if you ain't seen Tony, he's the king of expired film. I'm just a prince. I'm a duke in his kingdom. He's doing the Lord's work, sharing his results with everybody so you can get a good launching pad to how to, develop your own expired film. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Oh, Sarah says hi. What a sweetie pie. She's over there working. Took time out of her work schedule. What do you guys think of classic car corners? This is like the most stereotypical film photo, ain't it? Anyway, thanks for joining, everybody. If you really like the stuff we do on this channel, consider becoming a member by joining Low Prestige Army. You can go to madebylowpro.com today and give as little as $1 a month and get your name shouted out in these videos. So thanks for coming along. Ask any questions you want. I'll try to keep an eye on the chat while we're going over here. Isn't that kind of funny? You guys can like see what I see over here. Look at that. It's like Inception. Anyway. Hello, Portugal. How's it going, Miguel? Miguel. Thanks for joining, everybody. I always forget if I have scanned one or not. So, yeah, I already did that one. Cool. Let's go on to the next one. And again, we're scanning some 500T I just developed. I've got 6 rolls to get through. I do aperture priority, f8, and ISO 100. You really just want to stop down your lens to as sharp as it gets. You don't have to go all the way down and create chromatic aberrations. But then you want the lowest native ISO of your camera when you're camera scanning film. What's up, Slavy boy? In the house. Slavy is VIP, Low Prestige Army royalty. He's been in the comments section forever, so everyone pay your dues. Pay respects. What's up, Mauro Burns Film? Oh, Dankway, newest member of Low Prestige Army, is in the house. Guys, whenever I do these live streams, I always forget if I scanned the last frame because I just start talking. Well, we definitely got some underexposed frames here. That's fine. This one could be moody. We'll see. It's kind of hard when it's underexposed to see the frame line, so I'm always yada yada. What's up, Brazil? Hello in Brazil. Are you an NPC? No, I'm not an NPC, y'all. I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy. Look at my nose grow, talking about being a real boy. Okay, what's next? Let's see how this one looks black and white. Yeah, this one's in Austin. I took these shots on a dog walk with the puppa. We always got to be careful when we go to the city because Walker is a liability, I tell you what. So we got to muzzle him up. I forgot to return your call. Who said that? So when you're free, hit me up. Oh, dude, it's all good, dude. I know how hard life gets hectic. Dude, this one might look really good in color. This was like blue hour time. I had to steady myself against a light pole for this shot. You guys hadn't heard that live stream. Yeah, dude, I feel like I did 3 live streams yesterday, and I'm just testing different stuff out. Like eventually I think I'm gonna have to limit some live streams to just Lopresti Army exclusive, so I can have, better contact with them, because it's kind of hard to keep up with everybody in the comments, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think this one's going to look good in color, for sure. We're doing 500T. Austin does rock, dude. It's a lot of fun shooting in Austin. I don't think I have any street photos in this set of, I have 6 rolls of 500T to scan. Look at that. Oh, yeah. This was from going down to Hunt, Texas, where the floods devastated everybody. So, yeah, it was pretty tragic seeing it, even all this time removed from it. Yeah, that was a very sobering trip. I feel like we were back to normal after the whole flood thing, and then actually going to see where it got hit the hardest, it's pretty heartbreaking still. There's still houses with X's on them. The Hunt store, iconic Hunt store, it's a music venue, gas station, restaurant. It's been there for as long as I can remember. It's totally destroyed. Sad times. How are you doing a live feed of the scanning from the camera? Is it connected to a capture? It's I just got it, Imaging Edge. It's the Sony proprietary tethering link thing. So I just got it plugged into the computer. And, yeah. And I'm getting a feed into OBS through that. So, yeah. Sorry they're all black and white, but that's the best I could do on short notice. Maybe I try, if I put just a normal LUT in there, it just makes it all blue cast, so it might as well be black and white anyway. Bye, Ma. I guess Ma's heading out. Well, I'm glad these turned out all right, because I thought I had messed up the settings. I know I was also shooting the Lomo MCA at this point. What's the worst SLR you've shot on before? I don't know. I've loved them all. Maybe my old original Miranda. All the ones I've actually used, I've loved, and I've shot on them because they felt nice in the hand. Maybe a Minolta XGM, but that's still a fantastic camera. Did I already do this one? Yeah, it looks like it. Slavic Boy says, I need to do more street photography. I'm hoping to get my Nikon F back in action so I can use the ground glass. Hey, yeah, Slavi, I get the appeal. Like, that's why I got a TLR, to do the whole ground glass looking down, shoe-gazing style of street photography, Vivian Maier style, but at the end of the day, I feel like that attracts more attention because it's such an alien thing. Even if you're doing it with an SLR, it'll probably get you more attention, because whenever I would whip out my TLR, people would be like, whoa, what's this home slice doing with some old grandpa camera, old dusty grandpa camera? I feel like I need to get this out of the way, because I'm not typing anything anyway now that I'm all set up. There we go. Okay. Now I can get my armrest back. We developed our Fuji and it came out blank. I am sorry, Kaza. I am sorry. That sucks. Okay, yeah, I haven't gotten this one yet. We on that live stream grind. Everybody donate to the chat to get my eternal gratitude. Or buy my stuff, buy the stuff on eBay. It's all good stuff and I tested it, unless stated otherwise. Buy my stuff on eBay, or buy the shirts and stickers on my store. It's made by lowpro.com. That's MADEBYLOPRO. Oh, hey look, there's a Walker Boy shot. Those are the best. Do with keeping curled film flat. It keeps curled film flat, dude. The EFH. It's the best film holder solution. I have an affiliate link in the description below if you're on YouTube. If not, if you're on Instagram, go to madebylowpro.com/EFH to get yours today. Oh look, Sarah took this one. Look familiar? It's the back of my head. Oh, that's kind of a cool over-the-shoulder shot. I don't remember letting Sarah use this camera. But then again, I don't remember much before yesterday. Might as well have been born yesterday. Look, we got another one. Whoa, Jonas62089. Thank you so much, dude. Freaking hell. You rock, dude. You know, if you want to, you can join Lopresti Army too. And, you know, it's a cool community we're building. I'm thinking about starting a Discord and doing exclusive things like this with like Zoom calls so we can all talk to each other instead of just me talking to a bunch of chat. So, if anyone, Slavi or Nop or anyone who's in Lopresti Army, you know, say hi to Jonas, dude. Frickin' tell him he's definitely welcome in the crew. Sorry, I'm not keeping up. Funny, I thought the black and white image was a Ring camera pointed outside. That would be cool. No, but I'm actually scanning color film, but this is the only way I could get a preview to work is if I made it black and white. So I'm inverting the image. By the way, how's the sound? Because I know there's, am I synced up? I didn't really monitor this or do any tests before I got going, so let me know if the sound is all good and synced up. Yes, the Canon AE1 program is good. Everyone loves that camera, dude. That's a hype camera for sure. What do you guys think of this frame? Look at that. Look at that, dude. Me and Puppy. If anyone knows how do you, when a tire is warped on a bike, do I need a spoke wrench or can I just use like pliers and twist some spokes to make it work again? Because this tire is out of round a little bit. It's a little warped, so I need to, it hits the brake like once a rotation, like it just slides against the brake. So I could either just disengage the brake or I can fix the back tire. Where was this one? Look at me, I'm freaking Grainy Days over here. Abandoned freaking gas stations. Yeah, this was south of San Antonio in a pretty cool area. We hit a nice little streak. We were like coming up empty-handed, going to all these abandoned gas, or just like abandoned towns. Or no, not little, just we were just trying to find. You can twist them without a spike wrench for minor adjustments. Okay. Anyway, yeah, we were trying to find cool places around on the outskirts of San Antonio, and we finally came up big when we got to this area. It was just farther south. We did like a little, like if you look at San Antonio on a map, we were in the northwest and we just kind of followed all the way around. And all this area to the northwest of San Antonio is just lame new real estate developments as far as the eye can see, thousands of new houses and nobody to live in them, you know what I mean? And anyway, yeah, and then we finally got south and then it started being cool again. Like old buildings, abandoned gas stations like this place. I tried to get me, yeah, look, you can see me in the rear view, that's cool. Would this set be also good for scanning 4x5? I mean, you know, yeah, this is how I scan 4x5, and if I really want a high-res scan of it, I'll scan close-up portions of it that overlap, and I'll, you know, maybe like each corner is its own picture, and then I stitch them together in post. But if you really want like a repeatable, reliable method of scanning 4x5, flatbed is probably your best option. Unless you're rich, then you can get a Heidelberg drum scanner or a Hasselblad Flex-Tite. We also did some thrifting out there. This is not an abandoned location. This is like a flea market type thing here. It's pretty cool. Da, da. Look, there's Sarah. There's some Grainy Days vibes. Yeah, man, freaking Grainy Days, you're my inspiration. He stopped DMing me back though, so I guess I offended him. You know, that's what I do best. Say the quiet part out loud. Be mean. Make people hate you. Look at this. It's a flying Red Ryder wagon. What's this one? Oh yeah, this is the jet ski on the ground. It's looking good. I remember this one. I couldn't really frame it up the way I wanted to. I don't know. But I guess apparently this Olympus camera works. This is the first thing I've ever looked at with it. I don't understand. Somebody said, do I need a macro lens for scanning negatives? I don't understand the difference with a standard zoom. Yeah, macros just let you focus closer and you just can fill the frame with a very small object. Like, this is very small, this negative here, you know? So if you wanted to fill the entire picture frame of your camera, you need a macro solution, but you don't need a dedicated macro lens. There's adapters that you can get to turn any old lens into a macro solution. So you don't need to break the bank getting a fancy macro lens. Don't let big macro lie to you. Big macro, it's all run by lizard people because they need macro photography to take selfies because they're so small. Lizards, you know. Do you ever using electronic shutter for scanning? No. If I ever get to scanning, like actually making real film scans of motion picture film, then yeah, then I would use electronic shutter. But for stills, I use mechanical. I don't know. I still don't trust electronic shutter. It seems like voodoo to me. There's an old train depot I went through a couple months back. I need to go back there when it gets warmer out. Hey, sounds fun, Slavy. Frickin' abandoned places. Look at this one. This was a nice little like junkyard on the side of the road. We got some cool stuff. Sharpener switch to macro is designed to be better at both specifically versus zoom. Thank you, Futura Media. Yeah, see, I don't know all the ins and outs, all this, you know, specifics of what makes one better versus the other, but wow. Yeah, I wonder how this one looks in color. The light was really nice here. It kind of looks blah right here. What film company are you using right now? I'm shooting on some 500T, original recipe, Vision 3 500T. Yeah. It only looks black and white because that's how I could get it on screen. Dun, 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 dun. What's this place? I kind of remember stopping here. Whoa, what's up, Billy? Thanks for stopping in, birthday boy. It's still your birthday week, right? I'm still flatbed bedding over here. I think I'm over it taking forever. I'm looking at a digital scanning to inspire me to upgrade. Hey, dude, whatever works, man. If you're not shooting more than a few rolls every so often, dude, like, I don't know. Don't need to break the bank. You know, with me trying to make a whole YouTube and scanning and doing it all myself, like, yeah, it made sense for me. But then again, I already had the lens and the camera before I even started shooting film because I was like, maybe I want to shoot bugs one day, you know? But no. I never do macro work. But it's just good to have copy ability. What's this one? Oh, this was an abandoned house. Look at me, I'm freaking... Zoom lenses are, Pavlos is not a zoom fan. Pavlos is prime. He's a man in his prime, doing amazing work. I can't believe I'm lucky enough to have Pavlos as a friend. Wait, did I take that last one? God dang it. I think so. Is that the... I think I might have almost skipped one. No, I guess I did take it. Okay. Scanning film, turning analog digital. I like to scan my film. Scanning film. I got it. Aureliano, what did you get, Aureliano? Aureliano. Look at this one. Look at that. Abandoned places, smiling faces, people, places, things, and ideas. Those are nouns. Try the Tamron SP 90mm f2.5 macro. Hey, there you go. This is a 90mm. So there you go. And you don't need a fast macro either, like, you know, because you're going to stop it down to do good film scanning anyway. So, bing bong. And 2.5 is faster than this one I got. he always was kind of questioning, oh, shoot film, but then I do a digitize. I thought that's kind of queer. I mean, I get it, Pavlos, but you know, you're still digitizing it when you take pictures of it printed, you know. You got to get it on Instagram somehow, right? Okay, did I already do this one with the boat? I think so, right? Yeah, that's the same one. Okay. Boop 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 doo doo boop 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 doo dun 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 dun. So this is, again, one of the last stops we took on that little tour south of San Antonio. This was just through a window. I never really, like, you know, break in or trespass like Grainy Days and Bad Flashes do, because I'm not brave like those boys. I can just print it, but it's easier, says Pavlos. I get it. One day I'll have a darkroom and I can print stuff on my own. You know. Hey guys, guess what? That's roll number 1 down. Let's go hang it up and get the next one. Do 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 do. Do 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 How's everyone doing? I don't know. Thank you for joining us in the middle of the day. I know it's kind of weird watching me just play with my floppy rolls over here. Got no music going on because I can't listen to copyrighted stuff if I want to make money on my live streams. You know, can't pet my dog because he'll get hair all over the film. Now, to make sure I can insert the film, I like to snip the tip so that it just slides right under. You know, less resistance, more aerodynamic. And we're in. Okay. This one is probably Sarah's roll. Suddenly, it's starting to rain. Wow, Vincent. This is Texas. You probably shouldn't just walk onto property, says Senpai. Yeah, you know, you never know. In a lot of places, it's hard to tell if it's abandoned or still occupied. Occupado. Right now, I'm just trying to get critical focus. That looks pretty good. At downtime, cleaning equipment and lenses. Ah, what is it? I'm trying to scan with a Canon 77D. What is a good focal lens? I need 1:1 macro or 1:2, something like that. I'm not the guy to ask. I scan full frame, which matches up perfectly with the size of 35 millimeter. So maybe 1:2, or I don't know, whichever one makes it less big, I guess. You know? Okay, yeah, I think we're ready to go on this one. Oh, wait a sec. I always like to do like a little this, so I know where to start and stop the file organization, you know what I mean? When I put it all onto the computer. I like to keep things separated, as in this was roll 1, this is roll 2, especially because we got 2 photographers in the household sharing one Lightroom catalog. So I like to make sure we're all organized in here. That looks about good. Okay, ready to rip. Problem of trespassing is scary in America. You can get your ass shot, says Pavlos. Yeah, you know, but in Europe you can get yourself stabbed, you know. There's problems everywhere. You know, you just got to have awareness of what's going on around you. Whoa, someone just ordered the Essential Film Holder. Of course, wow, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. And Andrew Clifford will appreciate that too. Would you recommend getting the 645 mask? I do own a Mamiya 645 Super and want the film to be as flat as possible. Yeah, and the cool thing about it is, see, there's 2 layers of masks here. And you can just unscrew the top where I have 35 mil, take it off, and then you're ready to scan medium format. So if you do both, it's a great system. Yeah, I'm not sure which ones come bundled in, so make sure you know, you get masks for whatever you need. It works great for medium format too, so love it. What am I missing? Sorry if I'm not keeping up with the chat, guys. I'm trying my best. Taking apart a camera older than I am, enjoying a Lopresti live stream. Best snow day I've had in years. Oh, Slavi. I forgot you were somewhere where there was snow, dude. Frickin' heck. Sounds fun though, man. It's started off kind of cold today. I'm warming up though, sitting here in the Carhartt and with my beanie and all that. Thank you so much, Jonas, for getting the EFH, dude. Every little bit helps, guys. That's the scanning, like, film holder solution that I'm using right here. Look at that. This is gonna be a fun picture. Taking snow pictures, make sure it doesn't show mid-gray. Gotta overexpose. Yeah, exactly. Not that I have much experience shooting in the snow, y'all. Seeing as I'm from Dixie. What camera are you using? I'm using a Sony A7iii. The Sony A7iii. With a 90mm macro. Do you ship to the UK? What, for the EFH? The essential film holder? They are actually from the UK. The essential film holder is made and produced in the UK, so lucky you. You're gonna have to, you know, you're not gonna have to wait as long if you get the EFH. That's madebylowpro.com/EFH. Is the film scanning strict for full frame, or can I also scan? You can scan with any camera you want, man. You know, it'll just decide, you know, be a different factor in what kind of focal length and how far away you're gonna have to be. Like if you had this same focal length with an APS-C camera, you'd probably have to be up higher because, you know, of the 1.5 times crop of APS-C. So, oh, the stuff on my website, Bad Engineering, yeah, just email me if you want something specific. I've been meaning to go through my demographics, and like right now, I think the second most country that watches me is Germany. So I think I need to set up Germany first, and then, like, that's the thing with Squarespace. You have to set up shipping on your own. I should have done Shopify or something, I don't know. But don't let Squarespace hear that, because I would love to get sponsored one day. But yeah, hit me up and we can figure out, you know, I'll just look up rates to get to you for shipping, you know. I know I have free shipping on shirts, but for overseas, I would definitely want to, you know, just charge a little bit of something, because I don't know how much sending a shirt to Europe costs. Or what are you looking for? Are you looking at stickers? I appreciate the interest though, man, for real. Looking for a full budget kit. I've been using a flatbed, says Justin Focus. Yeah, man, you know, I think you can get away with, you know, a pretty old camera for doing camera scanning. Oh, look, we got Gayla here at the party. Look at that. That's a nice little pic. I think this is when I was showing her the Lomo MCA. That's what she's holding right there. Here, let's zoom in on this. Look at that. Lomo MCA. I think I was interviewing her. I was asking her what her first impressions are of it. Here, I'll make this a little bit bigger. AE1 shirt and some other bits. Well, yo, do I still have your size? I think we're down to one AE1 shirt left right now, and I got to talk to shirt suppliers and screen printers to do a real bulk order that was really just a trial run, and I super appreciate everybody who ordered stuff so far. So yeah, I'll get more stuff up there eventually. Be sure to sign up to the newsletter, because whenever I start figuring it out, I'm going to let the newsletter people know. I'll put it in my Insta stories, but newsletter people always get like an exclusive discount and whatnot. Really not sure it makes sense in black and white. Maybe I am talking S. What, these pictures? These aren't really black and white pictures. That's just how it shows up on screen. As you can tell, this is a color negative. I just couldn't figure out how to invert it and have good colors in real time. It's just some software trickery stuff I'm doing over here. These aren't really black and white shots. These are really previews. Plus, if I just showed you the shot right now, then you'd have no reason to watch whatever video I end up making out of all these pictures and whatnot, So I gotta hold my cards close to my chest. The end is near. 32 degrees in Orlando expected tonight. Whoa! It's gonna freeze in Orlando. If somebody shut down frickin' Wet and Wild, or what is the Splash Mountain? Somebody call Splash Mountain. You gotta shut it down. Turn off the pumps. Turn on the heaters. Well, that's kind of a cool shot. Make sure to like the stream, everybody, says Sarah. Thank you, babe. I appreciate that. Warmer here on the coast. Lots of sun and just cool enough. Dude, I've been meaning to get out to Corpus. It's one area of Texas I've never been out to. Would love to go check it out someday. Oh, here's the real ones. We got Grain Rot and Gala here. No, not knowing how to use overexposed or underexposed since I never did it in my work. I'm not sure what you get, Pavlos. You always get dead center. You never purposely under or overexpose. You just this is the correct exposure 100% of the time. You're a genius like that, man. Can I get away with scanning with my 28-70 f2.8 lens? It can focus pretty close, but doesn't claim to be a macro lens. What I would do, if you want to see if that's true, is I would take a ruler and draw a little square on a piece of paper, 24 millimeters by whatever, 36 millimeters, and see if you can see how close you can focus on that. If it doesn't fill a lot of the frame, then you might need some macro extension tubes, is what you should do, which aren't that expensive. I have some on my eBay, I think, but they're like vintage. They're not modern macro tubes. I don't know what modern macro, but I don't think you need fancy modern macro tubes with all the electrical contacts. Maybe you do, to be able to stop down all these fancy modern lenses, but then you could just use an old lens. Crap, I dropped my remote. Look at these cutie pies. Holding the mop, what a cutie. Yes, please consider joining Lopresti Army, everybody. Look at what Sarah said, you get your name shout out at the end of the videos. We're gonna start doing exclusive live streams like this. Right now, they're all open to the public, but we're gonna start doing two-way live streams where we can talk to each other instead of just me yelling at a bunch of text on the screen. Or how to apply it, since I shoot almost 90% on auto. See, guys, Pavlos is a real working professional. He's like a Leica and bat. He does lectures and stuff, and he mostly shoots on auto. So when you see that P mode, it doesn't mean program. It means professional. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, hell yeah. That's me too, dude. I know how to shoot manual, but I would almost always rather shoot aperture priority or something, Jeez. And then send it. I've bought some stuff from Japan on eBay, but I've never I don't think I've gotten a full-on camera. Maybe. It's hard to remember with all the stuff I've bought and hoarded over the years. Come to San Antonio. It's a great place to tour. I've been, dude. I have a whole episode about photo walks in the X700 that I shot in San Antonio. With Money Shot, probably the best photographer in Texas, Money Shot. He's insane. He's got real crackhead energy, with how much he goes after it, dude. He cannot be stopped. I found 300 not developed rolls. Whoa, dude, you got to save those memories. That's going to be pricey if you...
Motherfucker! My thing got delivered to not our fucking house. It's a picture of somebody else's gate that's not fucking ours. How the fuck do I find it now?
Well, we have a problem with FedEx or UPS or something sending stuff elsewhere. Apparently they dropped off a pricey order at a different house. I guess we should have had it sent to the P.O. box. Yeesh. Okay, well, I might have to cut this live stream short and help Sarah, because now it's emergency mode all of a sudden. We might have to go drive around and find where this thing is. Oh my God. I've been busier. I've been enjoying your content though, outside of the screams. Ha ha ha. Nobody's screaming. Everything's good. Everything's fine. Everything's perfect. I'm gonna finish this roll and then probably call it quits, guys, and see if I can help Sarah. So let me just get this done so it's not sitting here collecting dust, and then I'll go help Sarah find her delivery. Oh no, is there a hair on here? Crap. Hopefully it just pulls through after this one. It doesn't look like it's covering anything. Okay, it's gone. Hey Twin, what do you think of the EOS 2000D? I just bought it as my first camera ever. I've never used one, so I can't really formulate an opinion on it. My dog. I'm sorry. I know nothing about it. Yeah, these are Sarah's photos, Pablo. I guess you can tell because there I am in the background. I can't wait to see these photos that that Grain Rot took of me in the posing for the 4x5. Me and Sarah both posed. I got to see the negatives hanging up in his bathroom, you know, on his shower curtain, in his Instagram stories. Guys, go follow Grain Rot. That's with 2 T's, GrainRott on Instagram. I was posing for some 4x5 stuff here, which I don't even get why you'd want a 4x5 picture of me, you know. Yeah, these are Sarah frames. I can't wait to see them in color. Looking for inspiration for my own. Good find this. Do you have a portfolio-like website? I don't have really any photos on my website, but my website is madebylowpro.com. It's more of a merch website. Chat room will always be here. I'm going to help, guys. I just want to finish this roll, and then I'm going to go help Sarah. So I'm going to go see if we can track down wherever they delivered this thing. They apparently put it on some gate somewhere that's not our house. Which, like, come on, dude. Our frickin' address is on our mailbox. Like, what? Then there's the driveway right there. I don't get it. I have Fujichrome Sensia, expired in 2005. Hey, it could work. I've shot some Ektachrome that expired in 2004, but again, that was like 3 years ago. Care much about photos I took, so I'm thinking about cross-processing it in Rodinals. Hey, I suggest cross-processing it in C41 because positive film actually comes out pretty nice in negative chems. So that's what I suggest. Okay, guys, we're on the last few frames, and then I'm going to cut off the live stream and go help Sarah. There's Gayla. Looks like we flashed her a little bit too hard. I think these frames are taken with the Olympus Mu 1 that I just got Sarah for Christmas. So I'm so glad it works. Looks like the flash, I don't get how the flash is overexposing. You'd think they'd have that dialed in on a little point and shoot though. Here I am dealing with a darkroom situation. I accidentally ripped one of these rolls right out of the can because they're hand spooled. Okay. The purple tint, you mean on cross-processing, man? The estimated price to DevinScan is $4,000. Casa Nando. Hey man, looks like you might have to do some DIY stuff, dude. Anyway, guys, I got to wrap up this stream. So thank you to everybody who's tuned in. I got to go help Sarah. I couldn't do this without your help. Thank you to everyone who donated, who bought merch and everything. And, I couldn't do any of this without the support of Low Presti Army. So thank you, Spencer. Thank you, Juan. Thank you, Brock. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Hill. Thank you, Knob. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Gabriel, Slavic Boy, Litos, Nanu, M, Anjay, Chris, Joel, Government Psyop, Larry, Mortison, and the Dankway. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, the illusion is ruined. You see that I'm reading off a script. It's okay. I used to be able to memorize them all, but there's so many now, and I'm so blessed. Thank you guys. If you want to help me out, please, please, please go to madebylowpro.com. There it is, madebylowpro.com. If you order shirts, you get these like one of, you know, limited run mini prints as your tag for the shirt. So please go to madebylowpro.com and give as little as $1 a month and you get shouted out, and there's going to be exclusive live streams, Discord servers and stuff coming down the line, and exclusive discount codes. So thank you so much for watching. There's going to be more streams coming soon. So, you know, hit me up, DM me on Insta or whatever you want to do. Appreciate you guys. And that's it. Wiedersehen.